Greetings and welcome. My name is Amaru Pinkham. I am a Knight Templar and the North American Grand Prior of the International Order of Gnostic Templars. I would like to spend a moment speaking to you about the Knights Templar and their goal of achieving a unified one-world spiritual tradition. The ideal of a world where all religious traditions are united in support of each other has been a goal of the Knights Templar since their early days in the Holy Land. During that time, the Knights learned from the mystics of the Muslim tradition, the Sufis, that all the world's religions are linked and have many similarities. During the early years of the Muslim Empire, the Sufis traveled to many of the regions in Asia and Africa that had been conquered by the Muslims, and through intensive study in these areas, they came to understand that the essence of all the ancient spiritual traditions are the same. Eventually, the Sufis gathered up the mystical doctrines and scrolls from these diverse countries and brought them back to the Middle East. There, they wove the ancient wisdom into numerous synthetic mystery schools. Thus, the Sufis' mystery schools became an amalgamation of wisdom derived from such exotic countries as India, Persia, Egypt, and Greece. One such Sufi mystery tradition was founded in Cairo and became known as the House of Wisdom. Many Sufis from around Asia studied at this mystery school, which was divided into 9 degrees leading to enlightenment. These Sufis that graduated from the House of Wisdom went on to found their own mystery schools. Such schools became known as the School of the Assassins, the Druze, and the Uzedis, just to name a few. Eventually, the Templars themselves created their own synthetic mystery school tradition known as the Holy Grail Mystery School. They wove into this mystery school much alchemical wisdom that they had learned from the Sufis, as well as esoteric wisdom from the Kabbalah and both the Greek and Egyptian mystery traditions. The Templars also wove into their school Gnostic wisdom they had inherited from the Gnostic sect known as the Johannites. The Johannite sect had descended directly from Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and John the Apostle. The Johannites claimed to possess the true essence and highest teachings that Jesus had taught his disciples. In the end, the Templars managed to acquire and synthesize an amazing amount of esoteric wisdom from both the Johannites and the Sufis. But perhaps the most important wisdom they gained from these sects is that the essence of all religions is the same, and that all religions evolve out of the primal spiritual path of alchemy and gnosis. All religions typically begin with a Gnostic master sharing his Gnostic wisdom with his disciples, who then make a religion around their master's Gnostic revelations. Eventually, certain concepts crystallize within a new religion, and it becomes imperative that all members subscribe to the crystallized dogma. If members then have mystical visions or Gnostic insights that are contrary to the approved dogma, they risk persecution, torture, and even death. This was, of course, the fate of the Templars. When the Templars returned to Europe and began practicing the Gnostic and alchemical rites of their mystery tradition, their preceptories were soon infiltrated by the Catholic Inquisition and King Philip IV of France, who found the Knights involved in heretical practices. Many Templars lost their lives in prison or by being burned at the stake at this time, but many were able to escape. Those Templars that fled to Scotland and other parts of Europe were able to keep their Gnostic and alchemical wisdom alive by transferring it into secret societies such as Freemasonry and the Rosicrucians. These secret societies thus continued the work of the Templars. One secret society that acquired much Templar wisdom was the Illuminati. This secret sect was formed to both follow the teachings of the Templars as well as to create a one-world spiritual tradition where Gnostic and alchemical rites could be